And what is up, gang? It's your boy Aaron Raphael Amin DMing for my boys and girl here, gender neutral boys. How about that? Here in the crib and out in LA. We might not be on the big screen, but we're on your screen. So thanks for having us. Why are you laughing?
I just always love when you got something to say.
Always got something to say.
Sometimes I have something to say. You got something to say?
Yeah, dragons are weapons of mass destruction, and they are an existential crisis that must be addressed.
I think we will address those after we address the fact that we have a QR code here that talks about all of our links and talks about all of our friends being Mates of Fates, TT Tones, and Beyond the Review podcast. And we have not a link, but a connection to someone on this couch who is going to be performing a quick recap of the last session.
Oh,
so
fast.
It was. I've been going fast. I've been going fast.
Yeah. Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom. You know, what is that? 4-cylinder, 8-cylinder? I'm like a good old Camaro.
You choose.
8 cylinders.
Recap performance.
I'll get you the music. It's happening.
Oops.
Okay, that piston shot. No, really, I can't see a thing.
Jinxed it.
You shouldn't have said anything about cylinders, dude. Now the computer has none.
Damn
I took them all. We're zooming too fast.
There it is.
It always happens. Let me. There we go.
Okay. So last time we were traveling through the forest and we took a little break. Ersid and Uwasa shared a little touching moment of love and kissing while I sat back under a tree. Narissa found a pond with some weird fairy nymphs. Were they nymphs? Whatever. Sprites. On her magical steed. Found a nice pond that gave her something good. Maybe could have been something bad. I had a feeling about this lady that we were traveling with that we should have followed her into the mist as she walked away to go hunt. And I didn't follow my gut. So we followed her into the place beyond the pines and found a nice castle manor with a nice fellow named Corbin inside who we asked him some questions. He gave us some good answers. He found us quite interesting and we found him rather charming. After all was said and done, our rescued, accompanied old woman turned into a nasty, dirty, stinky hag. The Feywild, I'm assuming, because that's where she transported us to. And now we stand in a cold, snowy part of the Feywild.
Or so you assume.
Or so I assume.
As, of course, I used all those very adjectives to describe this woman, this creature, who is walking towards what looks to be a sort of enclave of trees bent in on each other. The only trees in this frosted forest that do not carry any needles, any leaves. They are all bare, stripped to the bark that begins to peel off of its trunks and branches that leaches into an archway that seems to lead towards total darkness. You look into the sky and it is an ever-present twilight. You do not see the sun, you do not see the moon, you do not see the stars, but the colors of the sunset are almost wrong as they sit upon this scene that you are now stuck in. Your body's beginning to take on the chill of winter. You feel an eerie breeze sort of push past you as the trees whistle, literally. The woman walks away, staff in hand. Come now. I would not see you freeze.
Oh, that's reassuring.
It should be. As she continues.
Follow silently, angrily. Piss the fuck off.
And as you follow into this darkness, even when you come up to this archway, this doorway, it is pure black. You do not know what void you are about to step into. And do you step in? Do you trust this woman?
Who the fuck are you? Why are we here? Where have you taken us? Give me a good reason why I shouldn't cut you in half.
A reason to not cut me. Would you like to return home? You hear from the void in front of you.
Yes, we would.
Then excuse my means of travel. But if you work with me, I will ensure your safe return.
Fine.
And as you step in, it's entirely changed in scene. This structure almost like the inside of an igloo. Ice blocks all stacked within inside of each other. Murals painted into the wall. Murals of people gasping in pain, reaching out for help, for someone to come save them. Others silent, stoic in some sort of sickly form. And as you peruse around the ice carved tables and other sculptures that seem to line this sort of a one-room home lit by blue flamed candles, you realize these aren't pictures. They are individuals from all race and candor embossed into these walls.
Like on some Star Wars?
I was gonna say, that's what I was thinking
They're
too.
all Han Solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that called? That material?
Carbonite.
Carbonite, yeah.
Explain yourself.
Did we walk in to this?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only way you can see all of this.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, you're saying.
And she sits on her chair made of those dead branches as she begins to rock. And you kind of hear what seem to be creaks, and it's almost as if there's like a cacophony of them. They echo and echo, and you realize it's the chair itself screaming. As she kind of taps her gray wilted staff on the ground, the candles light more, and a ghostly figure sort of comes out and silently offers you a place to sit and some drinks to sip.
Well, I'm not going to say no to that.
I'm not gonna drink nothing.
I'll like pick up the cup, and then I'll like catch a glance from my companions, and then I'll just be like, slowly put it back.
I'm going to drink it.
It's almost like the most refreshing glass of water you've ever had. And as it sifts down into your gullet, you taste the slightest hue of peppermint.
Peppermint water.
Is this going to intoxicate me?
Would you like it to?
Yes.
And she sort of waves her hand, and the ghostly apparition takes your cup and brings you another one. A little stronger. You can feel the heat of gin piercing through you, accentuating the peppermint quite nicely. It's kind of like a really, really masculine mojito.
The manliest mojito ever made.
Like if someone, like, you know how they got like dude wipes? If that guy made a mojito, that's what this tastes like.
Okay.
My name is Mela, and I have already told you my charge.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember, you said you would help me find my sisters.
I think we said that if it ended up working out.
Yeah, I was under the impression that, there was a level of cordial between us and, shipping us here to the Feywild.
Do we know that?
I don't even know if you guys would know.
Yeah, I'm like,
that.
where are we?
I withdraw my comment, and I'll just rephrase it. Shipping us here to this unknown place forcefully was not part of the agreement.
Agreements as you prime material even see them.
Wow. Okay.
You have agreed, and that is all that matters to me.
Well, there was the price, though.
The price.
We helped you, and you would help our friend Uwasa get her boys back.
And I see as she looks over at Uwasa, and Uwasa has been really distant ever since entering this realm. Even in this home, she seems a little out of place, staring at things almost as if she's not even in her own body, dissociating as she does her best to join the conversation. And Mela stands up, walks over to Uwasa slowly. Her large, it's hard to say, her body, she's roughly 6 feet tall, hunched over, her shoulders wide and spike out like that of an avant-garde shoulder piece. And as you see inside of her robes, even though she appears large, inside she is emaciated, ribs like icicles crisscrossing each other as they dip down into a skirt that sort of blows within ethereal glow. She gets closer, and Uwasa steps away, and she holds her gnarled hands up as she takes a nice fingernail and points at the symbol on Uwasa's throat, being sure to press in.
I gripped my bow.
I know who has done this, and you will not find them where you are from.
Where are
Where
we
will
then?
we find her?
Here, a place that some may call the Plain of Fairy. A place that I have come to know as the Feywild. A place I call home.
Did that guy come with us or nah?
You don't see him anywhere. You remember that as you were shifted onto this plane, the last thing you saw was his semblance frozen within his own quarters.
Do either of you know what that is? Where we are? What this is?
Do I?
You guys can roll
What are we rolling?
Arcana? Arcana.
Ten.
5.
I forgot to go to my character sheet. I'm sure that it's I rolled an 11. I'm sure it's 11 or 10.
Yeah, we got the same thing. 10.
Ersid and Marissa, you feel like that sounds familiar. Even being in this place, you feel like you've been here before. You feel like the magics that brew throughout the air, the way the sun is in perpetual sunset, it feels like a dream you remember extremely well, but not at all. Lucian, you ain't got shit.
I don't like this place.
It has an uncanny familiarity to it.
So how do
So
we get
you're
out of
saying-
here? Yes.
You go with her. Go with her question.
You find my sisters, who I believe have been taken by the same one who has cursed your friend here.
Okay. Well, I mean, really, that's great. Actually, I just wish you could have told us ahead of time. You didn't have to just like forcefully bring us here. I would, but I mean, now that we're here, right? I look over at Narissa and
We can't get back until we do something, so.
and it appears as though one of our tasks is here anyway. All right, lady. Do you have a lead? Place for us to start?
I do. If you... And she sort of waves her hand, and the ice on the table in betwixt you all begins to shift and pulls up a map that resembles Elbrin, but not exactly. And you see a small sort of drop of water freeze right above, and it sort of mimics a cursor as it sits in front of a place that matches where the Wandering Wood was. Even here, we find ourselves in the Wandering Wood, though we know it as the Frost Vales. And furthermore towards the coastline, and it sort of moves over to the same where you would have seen the silver peaks, and curves into sort of in between the silver peaks and the Sea of Fallen Stars. And you see a strange looking mountain range that looks almost like a smile. This belongs to the Anis jawline, where Nahlis claims her home. Her sister, Isla, promised us that we would join her court on Celian ice. And so, as a coven, we agreed. Or so we thought. Nyla, we do not know where she hides. Her twin tricked us. And now, my sisters sit in the bowels of her dungeons in the Anish jawline. I will give you the tools necessary to free them. And if you can bring them back to our home, with our power combined, can easily send you back to the prime material plane.
And fix our friend.
That is a conversation you will have to have with the archfey known as Nyla, who is missing.
Good. Good.
Your sarcasm is relatable.
Good, good. This is awesome. This rocks.
Real quick, just giving me the heebie-jeebies a little since we got here. Why do you have all these people frozen on the walls?
Oh, I thought those were statues.
You also tend to keep your meat cold before you feast, do you not?
Good answer.
All right.
Every
Listen,
single
lady.
last one of you.
And
You don't come into my house and tell me what to do, so I guess we'll just carry on.
I see you catch on to the laws of the Feywild quickly, much to your benefit. As she starts to scramble over back towards the table, and she sifts through her robes and pulls out 3 caricatures made of ice that all seem to have an open pocket where their stomach, quote unquote, would be. I will give you these. I am sure they will help you. They give you almost penultimate control over someone's reactions to your magic. As long as you have an article of theirs, specifically.
What do you mean?
Their hair, their blood, their flesh, the fingernail. I think you start to understand.
It's like a voodoo doll.
I'm sorry, yeah, I was just gonna say, is this a voodoo doll?
Much of the like, they are my Bure dolls, Bure babies, if you will.
I will.
I will.
And who you're intending us to use these on?
Use them on whoever you would like. I do not care, but they will help you in your negotiations with the archfey known as Nahlis.
Okay. So we find Isla, make her tell us where Nahlis is. Get your sisters out of the dungeons. Bring them back to you. And then bada bing, bada boom, we're out of here. Easy enough.
You would be more likely to find Nahlis and hopefully have her tell you where Nyla is, as well as my sisters. She is a traitor.
Isla is the traitor.
Nahlis.
Nahlis is
I know. Oh wait, it's like the Targaryens, you know.
Okay. Nahlis is the traitor. Nahlis is the archfey. So you want us to go and talk to a traitor archfey? Is she gonna attack us on sight? Just give us a little insight here.
Nahlis is much like the rest of the Fae. A silver tongue, if you will. They love to use it. They will promise you the world just as she did us. But the world she promised us was not the world that we wanted. And that tongue of hers was not the tongue we thought we were speaking to. So, if you are to court, or guile, or menace, I know not of what you will experience.
Okay.
Though she does have the power to take sisters of mine, who are quite powerful, and steal them from me and their home.
And is Isla then considered an ally to you, or?
Yes. Whatever that means.
But she's missing.
We have not heard nor hide or tell of her.
Okay.
I've done my best to speak with her. I've sent many a word. No response. Though, I do not believe that she is dead.
That's good. A silver lining.
A flicker of hope is all we have. And if she is dead, I do not fault you. You will get your charge. And as I remember, I did promise you would have some of our magical items as well.
That's right.
So,
Down payment.
the Bure baby should suffice.
Okay. I'm not one to negotiate.
Not really either.
And I will have you know, in Nahlis's court, she houses a dryad. A dryad stolen from the Summerlands. You will not take her home.
What is that?
A dryad.
Yes.
Dryad is a creature, much like an elf, who is entirely in tune with nature, made from the very plants, fauna, flora that they were birthed from. In the Summerlands, they look much like maple trees, given feminine form.
Don't take her home.
No, you will bring her to us as well. Or a piece of her. Whichever you prefer.
Real. Why?
My magic wanes as she stabs her staff on the ground once again, and you see a faint blue light sort of course through the cracks in between the bark. This staff of mine has grown old, and I need a new one.
I feel like all I do is favors for people I don't like.
Yeah.
Better to know that you do not like me than to think that you do and be wrong.
Well, we've done both now.
Yeah. Very true.
Well, that is no quarrel of mine. You will find much like me in the Feywild, and I can assure you, much worse. A game that I have played with you is that of children. Beware someone respects you as an adult.
All right, well, we have our head in bed.
How many times can you use these little voodoo doll things? Indefinitely, or?
There's much that you can do with them as long as you have an article of those you want to use it on.
Sure, so if we want to use it on Nihilus, we have to rip her hair out.
Or find.
Or find. Smart. Smart of you.
Whatever you decide to do. With it, you can... Here. She grabs one, and she points at you, because you've been talking the most.
Yeah.
And she walks up slowly, and as you do, you see her face is long and like... It's almost stretched out. Her mouth looks like, kind of like the jaw of someone who doesn't have teeth. But as she gets closer, you see her smile, icicles like daggers in between both lips, her nose coming out like a jagged branch. And in her eyes, all you see are eye sockets with a small blue flame inside that begins to burn brightly as she gets closer and plucks one of your hairs out. She sifts it inside the doll's stomach and snaps her fingers. And you are looking at a mirror image of yourself. One of the many features. And she sort of looks around and waves her hand. Her servant comes and starts pouring out a glass of water. And she holds up the doll as it begins to freeze in midair. She brings it back into her cowl, and the water melts, sloshing on the floor. You can do this as much as you need. But, let's say, and she casts a blue flame upon all of you. I need you all to make a dex save.
It's a spell?
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll get these out of the way.
14.
17.
You get a plus to that. A plus 1 to that.
18.
Actually, 15. 14. What the? 15. I don't know what's going on, dude. 15.
I rolled a natural 1, but with all of that, I have 10. And
she sort of giggles a for example, as Lawson, you feel as though this fairy fire, you see it coat your friends, and you feel like you're fast, you're quick, your reaction dashes the flames out of the way, and you find yourself uncovered until the flames, almost as a heat-seeking missile, find themselves back upon you. And she no longer resembles you, and you see that your baby is empty of your hair.
They make it
So it's like,
autofill
yeah, you autofills. Okay.
But it uses up.
the thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with this theater of the mind. So when you put a piece of, oh my god, what is your name again?
Lucian.
Lucian. Sorry. When you put, it's been 2 weeks. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Fair.
When you put a piece of Lucian's hair in the baby's belly, did she transform into him?
Yes.
Can you control him?
No.
But she can make me auto-fail a save.
Yeah.
What was the melting thing?
You can freeze. I'll give you just the mechanic. So as long as you're within 30 feet of water, you can use it to either freeze the water or melt the ice, whatever you deem.
Okay.
You may also freeze a creature who is within that radius with a DC 17 con save.
Cool. Is this BJOR?
BHEUR. And I'll just drop this in the Discord.
Oh, it's a stat block.
It's a very hastily made stat block. It'll tell you everything you need to know at least.
It's an item, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There's 3.
Yes, you each have one.
Okay.
I hate that the music makes my mic echo so bad.
Why just yours?
I don't know. Why just mine? It makes no sense.
Well, it makes sense when we're talking about tech.
I'm just yelling in a cave the whole time.
Damn. And so you have your charge, and she kind of lifts up what looks to be like basically a polar bear rug. And under that, you do see a notch in the ice that looks like some sort of trap door. And you can have your pick of the litter when my sisters have been returned. And I have materials for a new staff.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
You're right. No time to waste. Let's just.
Don't need to spend any more time here than we need to.
Yeah.
And you all take your leave, and she sits rocking on her screaming chair, and you at yourselves.
Sorry. I had to.
No, that's good. That's good. And you kind of sift out back into this sort of icy grove, trying to find a pathway. Ersid, you notice Uvasa is sort of breathing heavily. You all sort of notice as her breath condenses in and out, huge, large breaths.
You're right.
She shakes her
What's
head.
up? What's wrong?
And she points at her throat, and she points at all of this, and she's freaking out, and finally she takes a second and begins to sign. And Ersid, you realize she says, "This is where I met my friend, the one who did this to me."
I sign back to her. You called him your friend.
She
Is that
nods.
true?
She nods.
So, why would a friend do this to you?
And she looks down and kind of kicks at the snow. And after a second, she signs to you. Because I'm a bad friend.
We don't know what's going on. We're talking to each other.
Yeah, I'm keeping it private for like Uwasa's privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I pull his hair. I'm like punching it to see if it hurts.
God.
Luckily, you don't get hurt.
Good. Except for the hair.
I just have to try.
So I'm still talking to Uwasa. Then we're doing this as we go.
That's up to you. She's kind of at a standstill. Are you guys walking? You might want, I don't know. I just feel like you're in a very foreign locale, and I don't know how your bearings are if you guys are going to have a conversation like that.
Right. Okay, then, so back to real time. How could you possibly have been a bad friend to us? So you're the sweetest person I've known. I'm sure it wasn't that bad.
She shakes her head. She signs, I'm a liar. I broke a promise.
I said, what's that? You didn't need to tell me if you don't want to, but we're gonna help you get your voice back. Because whether you've made mistakes or not, everyone deserves a second chance. People make mistakes, myself included. You've seen them. So, don't worry.
I melt into the ground.
And I kind of just like put my hand on her cheek reassuringly, and I say, "All right."
Roll persuasion.
That's gonna be a 12.
A 12.
Not very good.
She looks at you and she stares you deep in the eyes, and you can tell she's hoping to find some redemption in them, but she stares back at the ground, unable to find it.
Well, do we have that map with us?
You guys only have a map of Elbrin. The map that she showed you was like embossed into the table through her magic.
Can I try and draw it with some parchment?
You have cartographer's tools?
I do.
Go ahead and roll me. First off, roll me a cartographer check with intelligence to see how well you remember this bit of the map.
Is there any way we can use Airsid's like tool? Or does it have to be on the material plane?
Will you the guiding?
Oh yeah.
Read me the ins and outs of that, please.
Yes. That.
24.
Okay, your memory of maps is unparalleled. Go ahead and roll just a quick dex check with proficiency and such.
Okay, so I'll let him finish that.
$27.
You are. Why is your job hunting vampires?
God, you're so good at making maps. This is crazy.
Yeah. And I look at it and I'm just like, you have a real talent. Like, you could retire and just like open up a shop or something.
Well, you gotta be able to,
No, it truly is
write
that.
down all the catacombs where all the vampires live. You gotta know where to go, where you've been.
And we go back to like a scene of Lucian just like in his conspiracy board with all these extremely well done maps of like dungeons with the cross hatching and like all that.
The pins and the string and stuff.
Oh gosh.
So my timepiece of travel says this: turn by turn directions. You can name any location within 10 miles of your current location that is known to at least one creature also within 10 miles of that location, including you. That's really cool. I don't think I put that together. So the person that that needs to know the thing can be 10 miles away from you.
Yeah.
That's anyway.
That's pretty
Once you name, once you name the location, a disembodied voice heard only by you provides directions to the location by the safest, most direct route. The voice knows to avoid natural hazards so that it does not send you through trackless wilderness or into a lake, but it has no knowledge or ability to help you avoid monsters, enemies, traps, locked doors, and the like.
So it should work.
The timepiece is of no use for reaching locations that are wholly secret or not known to any creatures within range. Once you use this feature, you cannot use it again until tomorrow. Next on.
I'm having trouble with that because one, it says that if someone within 10 miles of you knows, you're good, but if it's secret.
No.
But if they know, they know. It just, if nobody knows, then...
wholly secret or not known to any creatures.
Anybody.
I think secret and not known, that's an or, not an and, correct?
Yeah, but I'm reading that or as in like, in other words, like it's a secret that...
Yeah, like if somebody knows where it is, anybody at all, and they're within 10 miles, you can find it. If nobody knows about this place at all, like an undiscovered tomb, not a soul knows about it, you can't be like, undiscovered tomb, you know?
Sure.
Right, because I mean, like, why would they put that in the first paragraph where it says, if at least one creature within 10 miles of you knows that location, then you're good.
I mean, to be fair, we'll talk about this after the session. I think for now you're good, but looking at Lucian's map, you can comfortably say that the locale that she had mentioned is not within 10 miles of you.
Okay, that.
Yeah. Well, we can walk in the direction, and then when it gets closer, use it.
But then we will not be with. Yeah.
If it's within 20 miles, sure. But let's go ahead and we'll simply use the map of Elbrin for now. Maybe I can make you guys a Feywild map if this goes into the next session. Okay. And you'll see you guys would probably be about right here. You're wanting to go over here. And with that level of... Let's see, where's my ruler? Yeah, that's like a 2-day trip, and you can travel roughly 40 days in that, or 40 miles in that time. So...
Okay, so now I'm thinking about it like this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get within 10 miles of the general location that we know we need to be in, we can use the spell because we know, or so we think, we're trying to go find a person, and that person is in that general area, and they would be within the 10 miles as well. So then we can use that spell to find them.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
Okay, so we need to get within 10-ish miles. So, can I use my survival navigation to try and chart a course?
Yeah.
I can help you.
Go ahead and roll survival with advantage.
And you have my map.
You have my advantage.
My help and his map.
Equals a roll of
25.
Okay, good. You easily charter a course. Though this is unknown territory, so you have an idea of what you are going to run into going forward. How quick of a pace are you attempting to use? Are you trying to move throughout this locale stealthily? Or are you trying to get to where you need to as fast as you can, regardless of who knows?
I think I'm trying to hurry.
I think we're trying to hurry because we kind of need to get back. Like, we need to do stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like, and I also don't think, I'm already bad at stealth. I don't think she gives a fuck who sees her. Like, there's just no, she's not trying to hide from anybody. So.
That's fine. It's just, I just need to know. And as you take off, Airsid and actually Lucian, you two would both notice this. Mela's ice branchy igloo home was kind of pushed up against what looks to be like a glacier. But the two of you notice more so. The glacier is watching you as you leave.
It has eyes?
As it raises its head, the snow slowly sifting it off, ever so slowly. What looks to be some sort of reptilian creature made out of ice crystals eyeing you as you exit.
Pretty
I
sick.
just like, my eyes widen and I just like keep going.
I just keep going.
And I just look at Lucian and I'm like, have you ever seen such a fucking thing?
Nope. And I've seen some pretty weird stuff.
Most of it in the last, 9 months.
And you go out throughout this forest and you see all these different causeways of water that swirl around trees, some of them going downhill, some of them obviously going uphill for some reason. It's almost like a strange maze of water. Some of it begins to block your path. Some stretches of these rivers and creeks so wide that are you not able to swim, you will not get past. Sort of blocking your way, and as you sort of sift through this labyrinth of icy trees, you all start to hear giggles. Look at them. Look at them go.
Great.
Narissa's like, she's not wearing pants, bro. She's cold.
Yeah. I think I need you all to make a con check.
Are you cold-blooded?
Yeah, I think a little bit, yeah. I fall asleep.
Don't fall asleep. That is the most important thing when you're cold.
I ain't gonna do any of that.
Airsid's like, don't fall asleep.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. I want to say that's all you need.
15.
Okay. At this point in the day,
Also 15.
15. Let me roll for Uwasa. Oof. Come on, homegirl. You have to have. She gets a +1, so it's okay. You get a +1 too. Everyone gets a +1.
Yeah, everyone gets a +1 on top of that.
All paladins are Oprah.
So 11.
You get a +1.
Uwasa is freezing. She's starting to walk slower than you all are.
I'll take off my big old cloak cape and put it on Uwasa.
And she smiles at you, but you can see that she is still suffering the effects of being cold. Luckily, you've staved off any encroaching danger for the time being. So you've come to this path, you hear these creatures laughing, whatever they are. They might be in the trees, they might be in the water. You have no idea. Are you going to cross, or are you going to find another path?
I have a quick quick aside.
Yes.
You can just shut this down because it's kind of a retcon and I feel bad about it. But can I have taken something from the old hag's place to put in my bag?
Roll me sleight of hand.
No, you're right. That's a good idea.
19.
And I am.
We do have the dolls she gave us. Don't know if that counts, but.
Oh.
You know, I think I'll let it count.
Okay.
I'll let it count. Do you still want to do this just in case?
Sure.
Okay.
If the roll was good enough.
You know, it doesn't sound like Airsid had realized that until this moment. So, what would you have liked to steal, or do you want me to choose?
You can choose.
Okay. Gosh, there's so many things that you like. I would say, you have taken one of the cups that was your drink, that your drink was served in.
Okay. That was kind of what I was thinking.
I feel like you have a small collection of cutlery because of this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I have some tiny spoons and
Yeah.
some teacups and yeah.
that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
His little bag of things.
Yeah.
Feels very like Harry Potter for some reason.
Yeah. They're all port keys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, back to the task at hand.
Yes.
If,
For that.
if we swim, we're going to be freezing.
Well, we don't
Well,
need
what if
to
we-
swim, and I'll
We can
take
freeze
out
the
the
river.
Pyrodol.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Why don't we just freeze it?
And
it.
as you say that, your breath issues out of your body, out of your lungs, and it hangs. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You start to see this undulating form of gaseous material sifting out in the mist above the water, and it starts to form a face inside the mist. They smile.
Why not?
You know not what leaks beneath the waves.
But if I freeze it, it can't come above the waves.
And as you say that, more and more of the smoke spills out of you.
Do we see this?
Yes. Can it not? Can it not? Are you sure?
I'm not sure, but I need to get across here.
How wide is the river?
From like, let's say your island to the next island, just to easily paint a picture, probably 50 feet.
That's
So
pretty wide.
I'm hearing the same conversation, right?
Yeah, you guys are seeing these little smoke clouds form faces and speak to Lucian, and they do look at you guys from time to time.
Just fucking do it. Like, I don't trust anything in this fucking place.
Who are you? Stop talking to us. Go away.
You heard the lady and men.
And as they speak, more smoke, more mist comes out of you all. Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? There could be beasts. We can give you safe passage.
I'll just turn to
Mm-hmm,
Narissa.
I'm with you.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
Can I like shoo them?
And you kind of push them away and they disperse until they come back in one larger smoky form. Now it has a torso, arms, a head, its wispy body flailing around you. They look upset. Why would you do that?
And take the thing out. I'm trying to point it at the water to make the water freeze.
You're freezing the water?
I'm gonna freeze the water.
I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh my
Son
god.
of a bitch.
Look, were there other ways across? Maybe.
Probably.
But I really thought that they were fucking lying to us.
Yeah.
I just don't believe little flying creatures in this place.
Wisps that are coming out of our bodies?
I think that's fair. And
I rolled a 22.
you rolled a 22.
Yeah.
So, players first.
Yeah.
And this misty creature now pushes to the side. Feel free. Though, do not say we did not warn you. And they sort of look at the ice and they touch it and it begins to freeze up their arm. Can still help.
Make the run motion. Like, let's go.
Go, go, go.
Go.
Oh, are you guys running?
I don't know. I'm just.
How do you not?
Gingerly
You say that?
stepping it. No,
Okay.
I'm just doing it
You're leading.
very ostentatiously so that they know.
Oh,
Go
Looney Tunes
slow.
ass slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you all are so amusing.
I'll grab onto Lucian and then like Wassa.
Oh God.
Creatures like you always want to make things difficult, don't they? As you begin to step, I need you all to make perception checks.
Okay, so good for what?
Dog.
Damn.
19.
17.
11.
19, 17, 11. Roll for Wassa. Okay, Narissa and Airsid, you all see as Lucian steps out. You notice that the ice softly begins to climb up his shoes. Not as not as vigorously as it did climbing up the smoke creature, but it's there. Airsid, you notice there are dark forms underneath the ice swimming around.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Okay. So I I tug on his sleeve and I point his attention to his shoe and then the swirling dark forms. And then I like make a moving motion. I'm like,
Yeah, let's
Sure, I'll dash.
You'll dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
fucking.
Gonna need you to make a deck save at disadvantage. Are you on him? Or did he release?
Yeah,
Okay, so
sure
you
he,
release, so this is just you.
Yeah.
As you're dashing across the ice, you can feel
You're way faster. I can't keep up, so just.
at the moment the it's ice. You are slipping, you are sliding and gliding across this, moving almost too fast. Yes.
12.
12. And you all see as Lucian dashes across, and you're going and you make it almost to the end. You're like using the ice to your advantage. And as you take one last step to push yourself across like a beautiful ice skater, your foot slips up and you land right on your back. I need you to make a con save.
Kind of funny. Bro.
Oh man.
It's a natural one.
Oh boy.
Oh. And so as you land flat on the ice, you see the ice encroaching upon your body fastly, quickly. You are now restrained to the ice as everyone else on land sees as this smoky creature is laughing almost maniacally, almost ready to lose its form. You start to see many faces bursting out in plenty of different directions, in all directions, as this legion of laughing faces giggles. The form under the ice coalesces
Fuck, okay.
and starts to rush under you.
Can I do something?
Player turn.
I pop my wings out so that I can fly.
Okay.
I was gonna use my big thing, but you can use that.
What's your big thing?
I was gonna teleport us all to the other side.
I don't think you're close enough to him. You gotta be within 10 feet. That's the problem.
No, it's any creature I can see.
Re-teleport.
I will. This spell instantaneously transports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Oh, I see. The
What's
range
your
is 10
range?
feet.
Yeah.
10 feet.
See,
Gotcha.
like, no, I get you, but yeah, okay, I'll pop the wings out and I will.
should have done that.
Is that a bonus action or
It
an
is
action?
not.
It's
That's
an
an
action.
action to do.
As you fly over, what are you attempting to do?
I'm just gonna like grab him. That's all. Like hold on to him so that if he starts getting pulled down, he's got something to grip.
Okay. That is player turn.
So, and I can get there. I can get to him.
Yes, you can. I know you have 60 feet of flight, right?
Yeah.
So I know that much. But yes, Airslid?
Oh, I thought it was player turn again.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
As you do this, you see, and as you grab on to Lucian, you see this shadowy form as it swims into itself break through the ice.
Uh-oh.
A giant gaping maw, a blue typhoon up from under you, lashes up and gulps.
We're both just
I-
getting swallowed.
He has advantage on you. I'm gonna rule this as 2 attacks. So it'll have advantage on you, and it won't have advantage on you because you're not frozen. So, Lucian,
Oh boy.
that is. Oh boy.
Oh no.
21.
Hits.
Okay. And Narissa will use the metal die because you wear armor. 25.
Oh god.
And Airsid, you see as this large salamander-like creature bursts through the ice beginning to coat its watery form. At first it looked almost liquid, but it is giving it mass as it begins to crystallize around your friends and gulps them into the creek below. Player turn.
They get dragged down.
Very cool.
They are being pulled down.
Fuck.
You and Iwasa.
Yep.
I know. I'm gonna try and shoot it, see if it does anything.
Okay, so as it's
Maybe I
breaching, you let's see, let's get something a little more exciting.
Yeah, we're getting swallowed into the river.
You guys are getting beat up.
Good God.
Let's see, let's play around with this soundtrack. It could be a little goofy, but we're in the Feywild.
Very jaunty.
We can always turn it up if we need to. So you're shooting?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my fire arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go and mark that off. Yeah, okay. But I haven't used any of them actually. I still have 24.
Nice.
Okay. So I have 2 attacks because it's my first turn.
Bad.
Yes.
So, I will shoot with sharpshooter. Does the extra D8 go on the first one or the second one?
The first one, technically.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I will let you choose. I don't think it's a big deal. But if you want to be
Cool.
like real solid, yeah, it's the first one.
I'll choose.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna sharpshooter. And I'm gonna bonus action steady aim. So I have advantage.
Okay, bonus action, steady aim as you plant yourself firmly on this icy ground. You close one eye, stick out your tongue as you pull out this flaming arrow. It begins to burst as it reaches the edge of the bow. And as you let loose, what is your roll?
That's a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20. All right, let me see. Give me just a second. Come on now. Okay, and that does hit as it bursts into a cacophony of flame surrounding this thing as it lets out a silent gasp into the air. How much damage?
Okay, so 2d8, 4d6, and 1d4. Okay, let's see. Calculating. 23 plus sharpshooter, 33 plus my mod, 36. Oh, plus what is the damage for the fire arrow?
It should be an extra d6.
Okay, I will roll one more d6. So that's 36 running total, plus another 5, that's 41.
Big shot.
So 41, and you said 6 of that was fire damage?
5 of it is fire damage.
5 of it is fire damage. And you see the flames begin to melt away this icy shell that this creature has gained by bursting through the water. And in that silent scream, you see in its maw not your friends as it comes back into the water, but a mote of icy flame beamed right at you, Uwasa, and the smoky creature next to you.
Do I get my second shot?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
So let's see.
Gotta do the math. 17.
17 does not hit.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
As it
Okay.
swings past, and it sort of just soaks it up in that flaming moat as it burns out. And I think that is your turn as you are stuck in place, correct?
Correct.
We okay.
Slippery salamander.
And I need you to make a con save.
Oh, that's
Don't get froze. Don't get froze.
con saves are not good. Natural 20.
What?
Let's roll for Uwasa. I will spare you from the breath. You were beyond the mechanism in its body that does that.
Swallowed.
Ooh, boy. Okay. As you see this ice, you are hit with an icy blast of cold air pushing towards you, almost enough to knock you off your feet. It begins to blow Uwasa back as it freezes this smoke creature in place, all of its eerie faces frozen in laughs. Ersid, you take 25 cold damage.
Oof.
I take 25?
You take 25.
Or do I take... Oh, it's not a dex.
No,
Wait, so
it's
I can't...
con. So you take 25, and they took 50 or something like that.
Yeah, shouts out to our girl.
Wassa just got hit for 50.
50.
Cold.
Whoa,
Oh, dude.
whoa.
Ooh.
Where's my... Uncanny dodge?
You can't uncanny dodge it because it's not a melee attack.
It's not an attack.
Oh yeah, you can't uncanny dodge it.
Jesus, girl. We're rolling a massive damage, which is another con save.
Like that's gonna be massive damage for all of us.
Okay.
Yeah, not me.
I'm gonna
you.
use my... Can I use my inspiration to give to Alyssa to reroll? I have an inspiration.
I'll let you know if she needs it. Well, Yeah, I'll let you know if she
Oh
needs
no,
it.
just for the con save.
Fuck, I had one too. I should have re-rolled it.
Well, I mean, if
It would be me too. It
what
would
if
be
she
everybody. If I
passes?
took 50, it would be me. I would also have to. 'Cause
Wait,
I have 98 HP.
What do you mean? I thought that she already rolled a con save.
No, I'm not gonna let you do it for that con save. It's too far gone.
It just happened.
This con save, yeah. So I'm gonna roll. Well, I've already established damage. Like you have taken damage. Uwasa's taken damage.
Just give it to her for this
Okay.
one if she needs it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. You might want to give her the inspiration.
I will.
It's not enough.
Ugh. Oh, damn.
As you can see, the already cold and freezing Uwasa is now coated in a sheen of ice. Icicles dripping from her nose and even from the coat that Lucian gave her. She's gonna go ahead and roll a d10. Okay. She is lifting up her arms. She's trying to load a hand crossbow. She is holding on to the edge. Player turn.
Okay.
Lucian or Uwasa?
Yeah. Wait. Doesn't it have to be Uwasa?
Are we counting?
This is my dash.
No,
No,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll go then.
The music.
I know. The more dynamic it gets, the harder it is for the bot.
Do I have enough like room to maneuver in here to
Yeah,
punch and
so
slash?
you and Narissa are inside this creature's gullet, and as you like slip past, you see this crystal inside of its throat that begins to glow. You fall down past it, and it's almost like being in. The best way I can describe it is, you know, those little like Chinese finger traps that are made out of like Jello. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
So you're being sloshed around in there, covered in water, completely submerged. Be aware that can you guys breathe underwater?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
but I can hold my breath for a long time.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know. Longer than combat should last.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna hit him with the whip.
Okay. This is a lightning whip.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the inside, as you.
It's like the jean jacket from Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say this is going to be at disadvantage.
Bastard.
What is the color of the salamander?
Various hues of blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 26 to hit.
With this,
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and an 18.
you are insane, bro. Okay, so it hits as you kind of hear this muffled crack against what you believe is the skin of this creature.
It's 18 damage. 6 of that is lightning.
Okay.
And I'll try and hit him again.
Okay, go ahead.
Still a disadvantage. That's a natural 1.
Oof.
I'm not rolling that dice again.
Okay. As you kind of flip the next whip, you can see that it is just having a hard time finding the correct aerodynamics that a whip needs to snap.
Sure.
And you get the 18 damage off. You see the lightning fire with inside. I need both of you guys to make con saves.
Oh my god. You get a +1.
As a blinding fury shows itself within the belly of the beast.
10.
24.
What is your monk save? What is your, if you were to
Like your
stunning
stunning
strike,
strike.
what would I have?
16.
16. Lucian, you are now blinded. until the end of your next turn.
I'm gonna flurry of blows.
I'm already at disadvantage.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it don't matter. It don't.
Just punching in the dark.
How much?
16.
16 total. What about the other one?
That was the first one. I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Just give me them both. I'll let you know.
That's a 2, so it's not gonna hit.
It's not gonna. Yeah. So you throw a couple of punches and kicks, and you're just shooting blindly. You're almost kicking Narissa. She's kind of like floating out of the way until finally you find enough momentum due to your flailing to push you into the beast's body. You do hit one of those flurries. It's a lot easier to hit inside the creature than it is to hit outside.
Wait, I hit the flurry?
You hit one of the flurries.
Okay, well then I'll spend a key point to stunning strike him.
Word. And that's a con save of 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
And 9 damage on the flurry of blows.
9 damage. Okay. And you do the damage. You're feeling good. You're feeling better. You can kind of feel the water almost begin to freeze and tense up around you, but it begins to undulate once again, pushing you deeper into its bowels. It is this creature's turn, and this thing decides to breach on land and reach for you and the smoky creature. It's gonna go after the smoke creature first, as it bites down upon it for probably too much. That's gonna hit.
Why music? Why?
That's man. That is 14 damage. As you see, it takes off the arm that was currently frozen. And you can kind of see some of the smoke billowing out, Airsid, and they are no longer laughing. They are screaming and crying. Let us help you. Let's make a deal. Let's stop this.
Okay, help us. Do something.
If we do, you will give us what you have.
Dog, no,
Like-
you're asking us for help. What the fuck?
No, you can
Oh.
die. Go ahead.
Then you will die with us.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'll take those chances.
As
I'm calling your bluff.
Jeez, okay. As it smashes down with its hand on top of this creature, dealing another not much damage. You can see that it kind of swipes past it as it comes towards you. Airsid, you're about to take 2 attacks. Let's see. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Both of those hit. So we're looking at.
This you can uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
You can uncanny dodge one of them.
them.
So the first one is 9 damage. The second is. Are you going to uncanny dodge?
It's 9 damage.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. The next is 11 damage. As it smacks its hands on top of you, it begins to crawl over you. Its next kind of webbed foot ready to plant itself on top of Uwasa.
I'll uncanny dodge the second one.
Okay. Go ahead and take 5 damage. And this one lands right on top of her. And as it lifts, you see Uwasa unconscious on the ground.
Oh, girl.
We're gonna start making some death saves.
Lingering injury.
Yeah, let's roll for that right now.
God.
Not gonna take the roll that I just took because that would be Not great.
No, make her lose an eye.
I don't know.
Girl, no, she shoots.
Okay.
My girl doesn't have a voice already.
Yeah, well.
Okay. There are no obvious effects from what you can see right now, Airsid. We are back to the top of the round with player turn.
Fuck this thing, dog. Okay.
Actually, I'll be nice and not because she's down, but it should be the creature's turn. We'll give it to this smoky creature.
Oh, the turn?
Yes, instead of this salamander-like beast.
Wait, why would it be the creature's turn? Did the creature just attack us?
Because it was Iwasa's turn, technically.
Yeah. So now, exactly. So, this thing is going to. You see its broken arm up, and some of the faces sort of boil into themselves, and you see this steam-like creature begin to broil like a pot on the stove as it exudes a cone of heated air. I need you to make a dex save.
Me?
Yes, you. As well as this large creature.
How close do I have to be to Narissa?
Within
You have
10
to be
feet.
within 10 feet.
Do I have
Does
to
it say
see you?
anything about seeing?
No.
You can
as
have
long
it.
as
Okay,
I'm conscious.
And because the salamander's right on top of me, right?
Yeah, no, you can see it. You'll get the bonus.
Kind of a silly
Okay,
ability.
cool.
You can just feel my presence through it.
No,
I think
it's
that's
great.
fine. Yeah, I don't see any problems with
that's
it.
19.
19. Okay. You make the save. Do you take any damage if you make the save?
I don't think he does.
Well, I would.
Oh yeah, you have
My rogue.
evasion. Okay. However, this creature does take some damage, and it roars against at you again silently as you see that crystal in the back of its throat again begin to fill with an icy fury. Now we'll go to player turn.
I'll go.
Okay.
Or
I because the salamander is right on top of me.
The salamander is right on top of you.
then
I will yell because I want to speak to them. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna risk that. Okay, I am going to go up to the salamander and try and rip one of its scales off.
Its scales are made of ice, and you noticed after you shot it with the flaming arrow, they are no longer there. It is just kind of this fleshy, liquidy mass.
Okay. In that case, I am going to... Is there a tree nearby?
Yes.
How far away is the tree?
We'll call the tree 10, 15 feet away.
Okay, is there a tree that is like 100 feet away?
Yeah, you're in a forest. If you want a tree that's 100 feet away, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to teleport me and Wasa to a tree that I can roughly see 100 feet away.
Across this river or behind you?
get across. Get across.
I think
Across,
I really think
across.
that's the move.
Yeah, get across.
Yeah, across.
Okay, so you teleport in a flicker of light. 100 feet away, you find yourself a little dizzied as you see the rear end of the creature kind of bustling into the forest.
No, don't worry about it.
No, I'm
We're
not
gonna
worried
kill
about it.
We're gonna kill
Well,
him.
and do I still have eyesight?
You said, yeah, you can see it. It's not. This
Okay.
is a huge creature. You can see this fool.
Right. I figured. Just making sure, because I got my plans.
Yeah.
So, that is an action, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm
Teleport is an
casting a
action.
spell. So, I will use. Wait, do I have anything? I think I gave Uwasa the dragon vessel.
You may
And
have.
I-
Yeah.
I think so. He didn't give it to you, did he?
No, you only gave me yours for a little sip.
Yeah. So I think she does have it. I think that is true.
You gotta be attuned.
Also, you
I
can't.
have to be attuned to use it.
Yeah, if she had like filled it with a potion already.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
In any case, I have a potion. Like, I just have one. So, can I give it to her? Is that allowed?
I think it's an action to feed a potion.
Action to give to someone else.
What can I do with my bonus action? Okay, I'm gonna bonus action hide.
There you go.
Awesome. Roll stealth.
What can I do?
30.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay.
Vanishes.
And Ersid, you are looking across the way, through the trees, peeking, trying to keep an eye on Uwasa. And this creature, turns around. It's looking for you everywhere. And it sees Uwasa. And it lunges into the air and into the frosty fields below. You see it burrowing through the ground.
Ew.
Ew. Yeah, real.
Play your turn.
Me.
Go for it.
At the beginning of your turn, you take
Don't say that.
4 acid damage.
4. Okay.
All right.
Why am I already missing HP?
I rage. Yeah, what? What did happen to you?
I don't
know. I rage.
Good to know. Rar.
Rar. Okay, and then is it at disadvantage to attack it?
Yeah.
Because I'm
You're
inside of it?
using a glaive?
I'm using the scythe.
Oh, yeah, it's still a disadvantage. There are very few weapons that get away from that.
No, just driving it down.
Yeah. It's already poking his skin, right?
Okay, then I'll recklessly attack it so it's just a single roll. 19 plus whatever.
It's
Second. No, I don't think that one does.
how much?
It was a 3 on the die.
Okay.
So 10. Yeah, no.
How much damage?
I'll smite it. At the first level, so a little bit.
Yeah. Smite it. Almighty smiter.
Almighty smiter. This is about to get...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Look, I don't know.
I mean, you could probably actually know when it burrows. It's almost like you can't notice it. It's not like digging, it's just kind of moving through the land.
Could they hear something though? The sound of rubble, something.
No, because the way this creature burrows is almost like water sifting through rock.
Okay. This is getting very interesting.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah, you're gonna leave me with like more work to do.
Hey, man, you'll be fine.
I have to go in there and get you.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Narissa will just like split the earth, bro.
Okay. So that's 5.
I know what I'll do to save me the hassle.
32.
32 damage. Okay.
Not as much as I did.
That's your whole turn?
I only get 2 attacks because I already used my bonus action. And
No reactions, nothing? Okay, then I'm happy to do this. And so you hit, and you guys see this flash of blinding light, radiant in nature. I'm not going to blind you with it. And as it does, it feels as almost you are thrust by a monsoon, pushing back across your body. You can feel the organs that should exist in this creature begin to undulate as you're pushed up towards this icy glowing crystal. And as you shoot past it, Ersid, you see the creature emerge roughly 10 feet away from Uwasa's body.
It moved 90 feet.
It moved 80 feet. So it's 20 feet away.
That's pretty, I should have gone further.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it punches up into the air, and as you are vomited into the sky, I need you both to make a con save.
Easy.
You get a +1 to it.
Why did that pause?
$13.
15?
Is this going to tell me the total? Okay. You both take a full 40 cold damage
Oh boy!
as you are frozen in midair, left to fall to the ground.
That's more than half
That's more than half.
of mine.
Not a spell.
Let's go ahead and see. No, it's not a spell. Go ahead and make your con save, Lucian. As you can feel the cold seeping through your skin, into your muscles, and even deeper into your bones.
18.
18? Okay. You resist the chilling cold before it makes it into a massive damage save. Before you get system shock, you are both falling to the ground, and as you both land,
How far?
I'm not going to give you damage for this. I think you guys took a blast of cold to the face. But as you fall to the ground, you see this creature sort of like wriggling upon itself, and as it rights itself, it is ready to chase you into the forest. How do you both proceed? You've already had your turn. Lucian, what's up?
Okay. Well, it's not a disadvantage anymore, right?
No, you are outside of the beast. In front of you, roughly 20 feet away. Ersa will say you can't hide her, so you see Uwasa's body hidden within the trees. The kind of fur of your coat letting you know where she is.
I'm gonna move 10 feet away. And I'm gonna use one of my superiority die.
Ooh.
And I'll do a fainting attack
Okay.
for advantage.
That just gives you advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I get that plus or a D8.
Okay.
$21.
Hits.
Good.
Maybe you can finish it.
Uh, 14 damage, 5 is lightning.
Okay.
And then also, I think it's just once per turn using Slasher. I'll reduce its,
Speed by 10.
yeah.
Okay.
Speed by 10. And then fuck it. I'll, Flurry of Blows it.
Don't you still have a second attack?
Oh yeah, I do.
Does your fainting attack carry over to this next attack?
No, it just says on your next.
That's fine. I just want to know. And it doesn't take an action or anything, right?
It's my bonus. I can't.
You can still use your second attack. You can't flurry of blows.
Right.
Okay.
14 plus 8.
Okay, hits.
$15 damage, 5 is lightning.
15 more damage. As you see these silent lightning strikes coursing through this creature's body, it's once almost like that of a murky lake. You can kind of see all the different waves and things undulating throughout its skin. It's starting to look more like that of like a normal salamander, as you can start to see the wounds you've left on this creature, across their webbed feet, across their gullet, across their throat, as you wildly whip away.
And then I'm just gonna start making my way away from the thing.
Okay, it's gonna take an opportunity attack.
It can't.
It can't?
Mobile.
Oh, damn. Okay, so it swipes at you, but you are too
You
quick.
are so smirk with that.
No, it's not.
We love mobile. So how far away? You move 10 feet, and what does the rest of your movement bring you to?
I'll just use I'll use the rest of the 45.
Okay, so you're 45 away, so you're running into the forest. You pass you're about 25 feet ahead of Uwasa and Ersid. You do not notice Ersid because the man is invisible. Are you going to do anything with Uwasa? I mean, you can't really pick her up or anything. Are you going to stay next to her?
Fuck. Sure, I'll redact 20 feet and stand by Uwasa.
Okay. I just...
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think I'm dead? You just don't know where I am, and
Think you're a
Oasa's
coward.
just dead on the
That
ground?
fucking
ran
bitch
away.
just ran away.
You see her face pallid in the snow. You can see the life sort of draining from her already. And she's going to make another death save.
Oh boy.
This is the second one?
This is the second one.
Okay.
And you hear what sounds like, it's almost like a train as more steam exits this creature's icy body as it filters itself out of the icy form it has and begins to regain its composure, chasing towards the salamander, screaming obscenities at you for not making a deal. You guys are good.
Hee
What does that mean?
Actually, and you hear this kind of like the choo-choo of the train as it releases smaller versions of itself. Roughly
Everything here sucks.
two kind of swim out on their way, and they both scream a steamy burst of air onto the salamander. Oh no.
Come on, Steam friend, take our kill away.
Take our kill away.
Okay. And now you can see that the salamander itself begins to boil as it starts to develop bumps of bubbles on its back. It lurches into the air. Its eyes go white, and you can see the crystal in its mouth burning. And roughly, gosh, I'm gonna call this a 50-foot cone. Just like if you've seen Shin Godzilla as it faces its face towards the ground and emits a burst of icy foam into the ground as it spreads out into the forest, instantly freezing trees, threatening to reach the creature and the other smoke beings. I think that's all of you that need to make a con save.
Good God.
So, if I'm behind a tree,
If you're within 50
You
feet,
have to, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
okay, good. Uwasa auto fails.
Oh no!
that's not good.
I have a scroll of Revivify.
Here,
do,
let me
I
see.
do.
I don't. No, they don't auto fail. You still make strength.
Con saves?
Yeah, you make all saves besides strength and dex.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Not
got a
that it
dirty
really
20.
matters. You got a dirty 20. You got a 20.
Yep.
19.
19. Okay, so then you all take.
I'm about to go unconscious.
Oh god, why is this actually so dangerous? This is way deadlier than.
I mean, are you gonna go unconscious?
I guess we'll find out.
You all made your saves. That is 27 damage each.
With the save made?
Yes.
Oh boy.
As the cold overtakes you and completely overtakes the smoke, you hear the screams, the sound of trains begin to fizzle into that of a teapot until all goes silent, their wispy forms frozen in a glorious ice statue. Player turn.
I'm gonna go.
I'm at 1 HP.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. You're unconscious?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
unconscious.
shit. I'm at 27. It's really low.
Holy shit.
I'm going to
This guy's crazy.
healing
guess.
surge because my god.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
We're level 10.
Yeah, so that's 5.
Oh, did we decide that that's a bonus action?
Yes.
Which is extremely necessary.
I could have done that. Damn it.
You
Me
still
too.
can.
Hiding's
Yeah.
good too.
You guys still got it. Well, you were trying to fuck it up.
I overlooked healing.
Holy shit.
Thought it was going to
Good
be
rolls.
close to death.
I rolled so fucking good. I rolled a 10, a 12, and a 10 on the.
D12s.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
6 plus 15 from the con.
Yep.
Okay. I'm at 85 now. So. Yeah, okay, so I get up. I like do that cool thing where I like swing my legs and just kind of like stand up.
Okay.
That like
The cool
breakdance
thing.
move.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the breakdance stand back up.
Okay, so you windmill onto your feet. I'm with it.
Yep. And I just like take a big centering breath, crack my neck. All right. No more of that. And I'm going to fly up and still be like within its. I'm not gonna take an opportunity attack. I'm just gonna fly up.
Sure.
And hit it twice
Okay.
recklessly.
Reckless.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is a 19, I think.
Okay.
Holy shit. No. Second one does not hit.
Okay. What's the first one?
19?
Well, what's the damage?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if 19 hit.
No, 19 hits.
I'm gonna smite it again.
See, the good thing is, there is nothing else living according to that salamander except for Narissa.
Yeah, no, it's just, it sees me, and that's it. I think this is... It's not as many when I can only hit one time. But that was a 3 and a 1.
Ooh.
Yeah. Really garbage. Okay. But pretty good rolls. $32.
32. Okay. 32 total. Woo wee. And as you like slash down, you can see like a clear just like slash across its body, kind of like opening up into what looks to be almost like blue frozen meat as it screams. It's going to take its turn, and its first attack is going to be to give you a little nibble. Okay.
What?
Swallow her again.
No, it's nibbling, and it's nibbling hard. We call that a crit 20.
I don't take crits.
gosh.
You don't take crits, but
Oh,
you still
gosh.
get hit. So with that, I think I'm still gonna let it do max damage, and I'm not gonna roll on top of it.
Okay.
What's the point of her
Yeah,
armor
but-
then? I mean, the point of the armor is to not have any effect when a crit happens.
Okay, so I'm still just gonna roll like normal.
Yeah, I think that's just how it...
Okay.
It's just not a crit. It's just a normal
It's
hit.
just not a crit.
I think
okay.
it says specifically it turns it into a normal hit.
Okay. So then You are still going to take, it looks like 15 damage. 10 of that cold, if that means anything. And I think it is upset, and you are the closest. I don't think it's gonna, actually, I do think it's just gonna run through the forest. You're getting one hit.
But it's gonna run away from me?
Yeah, it's gonna be running towards the forest.
But I'm gonna hit it with my reaction.
Give it a second. With this creature being huge, we're looking at about 20 feet of body. So it's gonna resolve a lot of things before you get a chance to opportunity attack. So let's see, that first one, that definitely hits. So then you take 6 more damage. Kane, I think you're just getting got.
Lucian?
I mean, yeah, Lucian, you're right. You take 2 that saves.
Okay.
As it rushes across your body into the forest.
And now I can hit it?
I mean, it's
leaving my area.
It's 20 feet. Well, let me resolve everything first. It's going to be able to hit all 3 of these guys before you can hit it.
It's gonna hit me even though I'm hidden behind a tree.
This creature has tremor sense.
Oh.
It knows. You can't really hide from that. It tramples over Lucian and Uwasa's bodies as it thrusts itself through Airsid. That's a 20, not nat. That's
okay.
1, 2. This is all 4 attacks. You take 9 damage as it thrusts, begins to like knock over trees. Airsid, I need you to make a dex save as the trees topple down on top of you.
This fucking sucks. God damn it.
The dirty 20.
Okay. It's a dex save. You nimbly dash through all the branches. Narissa, you see your opening.
I mean, I think it hits. It's a 20 and it's not natural.
Okay, dirty 20 hits.
Just smite it again. This thing needs to die.
Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. This is a reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. 22.
And as this creature finishes its tirade through the frost fells, Narissa, how do you want to do this?
I see my friends are really fucked up. So I think she just flies up, like kind of above it, and then stops flapping and drops down and uses like the end of it to just spear it right through the head.
Okay.
And all of the lightning just like crackles up and out.
And silently your lightning, transformed in the frost fells into that of a bluish hue, dissipates into the ether as the creature finally thuds into the ground and then begins to become water, mushing itself into the snow. All around you is slush and broken trees and the silence of a disturbed forest.
I dash over to Lucian because I think he's closest.
You're right by all of them. They're all like right next together.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then, I mean, if combat's over, then
Yeah,
I'll
and you'll go
yeah.
to Uwasa?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
So-
use cure wounds.
Lay on hands.
You're trying to cure wounds Uwasa or Lucian?
I'm doing Uwasa.
Okay. You lay on hands and Lucian comes back with a you can feel at this point, after reaching such a level of unconscious, the cold is almost warm to you as you come back to life. And Ersid, you set your hand upon Uwasa, who you can see is battered and bruised.
20.
And as you release, there is no breath.
I fucking knew you'd do that.
She's. I'll pull out my Revivify scroll.
Rosa, get up now. It's alright. I'm curing your wounds.
I'll pull it out. I'll unwrap it.
Okay.
And I'm like,
I'll just push him. I'll
to...
just push him off. I'm like, Ersid, give me room.
And you read the incantations of the scroll, and as you do, Uwasa and the scroll itself begin to glow with an almost holy light, a goldish glow, as it begins to crumble and fall through Uwasa's mouth until finally her eyes open, a very non-violent awakening as she looks up at the three of you.
Close one, huh?
She just stares into the sky, and you can see that her face, it almost looked like her body was entirely bruised, all red and blue and black, as the color starts to dissipate and you start to see the sort of the golden skin known to Uwasa back again.
And I just like fall on her, like, you know how you hug someone when they're laying down?
Yes. And she's just kind of crying, and the two of you see that, or Ersid, you kind of see that there is still heavy bruising, like across her chest, almost creeping up, like sharp, jagged glaciers, piercing through the floral tattoo that sits on her throat as she begins to cry into your arms.
Yeah, while I'm holding her in this embrace, I'll cast all of my cure wounds, which is 2.
Just 2. Yeah. I still have my wings for like almost a whole hour, so I'll take. You see her kind of like take her helmet off and just sort of throw it down. Then she'll fly up into the air. I'm gonna like take a look.
And as you do, you see an insanely beautiful scene as you look across the Feywild, this continent that is so familiar to Elbrin. And as it pushes more east, you start to see the colors of fall until you see the great blooming greens of summer far off in the distance. Still no sun, no moon, the ever-present twilight around you. And to the north, the great spines of the Anish jawline.
Is there any more water after this, or is it just...
There's definitely more, like, rivers and things like that.
Like frozen rivers still?
They course all the way to the mountain.
I'll fly down. I can fly us as far as I can get with as much time as I have, and we can cover more ground that way if
I mean, it's a good idea. Can you carry all of us?
not all at once. But if carrying Uwasa would probably be really easy and not slow me down. Carrying maybe like Ersid would slow me down. So, you know, if I'm dashing going 30 carrying Ersid, or dashing going 60 carrying Ersid, then I can still get pretty far. And just...
In an hour? So how far are you trying to get out?
I'm just trying to get across some of this without having to walk over it. That's just the idea.
Okay,
The water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to go back and forth.
Yeah. But back, a lot faster.
Because you're not encumbered.
Yeah.
There's just so many logistics here. We're gonna say you have an hour. I think you can since you're going back and picking people up, I think I'll give you.
Well, what happens when you're encumbered? Like, what generally happens?
You generally move at half speed. So she's right there. I'm just trying to decide. Travel pace is essentially decided at like 30 to 50 feet. So I think I'm comfortable letting you push out an extra 3 miles.
Yeah, get over a little bit of this. I think she's just like really concerned about walking across the water again, and it just feels like I should use the wings while they're out. So
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad idea.
You guys froze.
So did the music.
Yeah, everything did.
Everything. No.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no, what happened?
Forever.
He's probably gonna come back, I hope.
Just crashed.
As good a place as any to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Jeez. Yeah, I was not expecting that to be.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good still, too.
Yeah, just use your D10s and your healing surge.
And we are back from our 5-minute break. And our wonderful heroes are no longer broken, or at least they're on the mend. As I'm sure you scoped out a reasonable clearing, a reasonable distance. But with this, it's been reasonably a full adventuring day. You can see, the peaks smiling over the Frostfells forest. What do you guys do?
We should rest.
Mm-hmm.
Air said fire, please.
I just imagine that like everyone's very quiet.
Yeah, no.
And I just very quietly like put together a fire.
Hey, what's my lingering injury?
Putting my tent up quietly.
Oh, what was Uwasa's?
Uwasa's is that crazy scar that she has. At first it was her whole body, but it sort of coalesced into her chest. That's why you could see it kind of peeking up through her neck.
It looks like ice shards on her neck.
Yes. Okay,
I mean, that's really that's just pretty dope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, a lot of these are pretty easy to deal with. Also, I've been reading these a little wrong. Actually, no, I haven't. It's just you guys haven't got these ones in a while.
It's bad, isn't it?
You got. I'm gonna roll a d6.
Oh God.
Okay. One of your legs, you can see a pretty solid just gash pulled through. You have a minor scar.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Uwasa has a horrible scar.
Oh no, girl. Yeah, quietly putting my tent up.
Yeah.
And Uwasa's just kind of sitting at the edge of the fire, just staring into it.
Wow.
Well,
I'll walk up to her and I'll just like hug her from behind. Kind of like put my head on top of her.
Roll general charisma.
Oh no.
I'll go up behind the two of them and I'll hug both of them from behind.
With advantage.
Whoa! 20.
20. And she's still staring into the fire, but she finally leans her head on yours, Narissa, and you can feel washing down her cheeks just a cascade of tears.
It's scary, I know. But you're okay. We're here.
And she's still crying, and she turns around and she hugs you.
I'll
sign to her. I'll say, I could take you back and you could wait if you want. There's no shame in not going forward. And I'll bring the person back that you need to speak with.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
She said, I'm coming.
And she stands up and she stares daggers into your soul as she walks off into the woods, just to the edge, not going far.
I'm like, okay. Do you want to cook dinner or should I?
And I whispers softly, and I just say, just make Lucian do it.
Okay. Yeah. Here, you take watch with Uwasa tonight, okay?
All right.
I walk over to Lucian. You're cooking dinner.
okay.
Roll survival.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be so bad. This is on us.
Nat 20.
The chef and a cartographer.
Man. CNC.
What did you say?
I think
survival?
it's survival.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay. It's the finest meal.
Okay,
It's food.
It's edible.
Yeah.
It's food. They're heated rations.
Imagine someone heating up beef jerky over a fire.
I mean, what else am I supposed to
I would
make,
do it.
honestly?
No, it's fair. It's just funny. It's a funny idea.
At least I didn't burn it.
Yeah, it's not.
Is that a dig? Is that
Huh?
nothing?
No, do one of these two burn food?
Oh, you was looking at me.
Oh. Because of your ramen tweet the other day.
Oh my god, that ramen
Oh
was
my gosh.
something else.
Okay, whenever you guys roll a crit one, I will describe the ramen that I cooked last week. We'll make that a goal.
Okay.
We're gonna start cooking during watches.
Yep. You
Right
made some
there.
edible warmed rations, and I thank you for it.
That's what the text box says. Edible warmed rations. And you guys kind of eat a little silently. Uwasa's definitely being pouty. And you see what you think could be will-o'-the-wisps until you realize they're fireflies with the faces of people as they cross by. And they look like men and women and children, and they all float around, and some of them will wave their little bug hands at you guys as they
Like,
like
what the fuck?
float into the sky, and you can see them hand in hand dancing in the sunset in the twilight as a light snow begins to fall.
So does it ever get dark?
No.
It doesn't get
No, it
lighter and
doesn't.
it doesn't get darker. It just stays the same.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First watch or second watch, Erson?
We'll go first.
All right.
I was going to say, you should probably talk to her now.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, we'll go to sleep.
And you guys get comfy in your tents, and Uwasa is kind of making a big show of walking around the camp and looking in the trees and avoiding you.
Well, after a few moments pass of it's just the two of us, and I'm just kind of watching her,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what the fuck is the word? Like when you just pace back and forth.
Isn't that just pace?
Yeah, no, that's the word I couldn't
Oh.
think of. Pace back.
Word,
Yeah.
word.
So then I kind of after like a few minutes where I'm trying to think of what to say, I just say, you know, I just wanted to give you the option. I'd be happy to do this for you, but if you want to come, that's your choice as well, and I'm glad to have you here.
You're gonna have to roll persuasion.
Okay. $22.
And she stomps around a little bit more, and she keeps looking at you every time she passes until finally she stops, kind of plants herself in front of you, and signs to you. Air said, I have to do this. I won't be free if I don't do this.
I just give her a nod. I say, I get it. I totally get it. So, this is your thing. And I just kind of put my hands up, you know.
And she kind of paces back and forth, stomping. I can't do this, she signs. If I die. I died, Ersid. I was dead. I'm weak. I don't even deserve to have my voice back if I can't even meet them again.
And I switch from speaking to sign language, and I'll say, like I'm just imagining this scene in sign language, and it's very cool.
Only we could.
Like the lady from
I
The
know, like
Boys.
I wish
She's
that I
like-
could
I was
do it.
thinking like Quiet Place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do it with like vigor and emphasis, and I say, you know, I'm not gonna let you die. Your friends aren't gonna let you die, and that's no slight at you. I've been saved plenty of times myself. We're not gonna let you die. We're gonna help you accomplish your goal. That's what friends do. I understand being frustrated about feeling weak. I've been there. But really what that means is there's room to grow, and I'm excited to be there and watch you grow.
I think that's worth a persuasion check. That was pretty good. I'll give you advantage.
22.
Okay,
Okay, I'll roll again.
for 20.
22.
22. And she takes a second to compose her thoughts instead of lashing out. You three don't control if I die or not. It happens. If you weren't going to let me die, I wouldn't have. I don't expect to be protected. I don't want to be protected. I want to be supportive. I want to help. I want to excel. So don't stop me from dying. If you want to see me grow, then help me. What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? And how can we better aid each other to stop this from happening again?
Huh. And I give like a very inquisitive look. That's very interesting. Yes. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is, you know, our little group, the three of us, and I guess now including Lucian. We got to know our strengths and our roles. I think you are at your best when you are far away from the fight. I know that's easier said than done, but I mean, I can't think of anything like what we should have done differently in that scenario that just happened. But
And she shakes her hand. There was no chance this time. It's not about our old scenario. I get it. I feel like I'm everywhere and I'm nowhere at once. Being here is throwing me through a loop. It's like living in a bad dream, and let me tell you, that was a nightmare.
so she's a rogue, right? No, she's a ranger.
Yes.
No, okay.
And I think she took a level in Druid.
She did. She's 8 total.
I forgot. She took a level in Druid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she learned from your half sister.
Whoa, so that means she can wild shape.
Not
until
yet.
level 2.
Oh, not till level 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then in that case, I will pretend as though that. I mean, not pretend. Ericid would know that. I just forgot. So I will say, you know, I think you should try and continue down this path of druid. You know, you're so natural in the outdoors, in the wild. It just seems like a no-brainer to really explore those skills that you've started to develop that, in all honesty, are aided by your already pretty knowledgeable ranger skills.
Roll me a general. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, roll me a general charisma check.
What is that again? It's just charisma?
Just charisma.
14.
She has a small smile on her face as you say all of this. And she finally sits down and she's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll talk to the next animal I see. Are there animals here? Yeah, there's animals here, but... And she breathes in and kind of takes a second.
I giggle a little bit.
And she pouts, but in like a cute way.
And then I'll say, listen, since you're asking for help, maybe I can help you. I mean, you can't use a longbow, can you? Maybe I could.
She looks at you kind of like and shrugs. Why not? I can use a longbow. I just don't like them.
Oh wait, no, that's true. I wouldn't say that. That was a player character. He would know that.
Yeah. Okay.
I could always use partner at the shooting range. You know, maybe we could help you get something like I say in so many words without being meta gaming. Maybe we could get you sharpshooter or something. You know.
Maybe we could really sharpen up that shooting eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get better. I could use more practice. And she kind of flashes her little hand crossbows. I have some ideas, but we'll find something. Let's just try to take things slow going forward. Look, Ersid, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, but the only person you listen to is me. Lucian doesn't listen either. Narissa, she does her best. She probably listens the most, but even then, sometimes she's put into a corner.
I'm sorry. You said the only person that I listen to is Uwasa?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're always starting fights. We're always ignoring people. And sir, we've dealt with some shitty, annoying people. But even those people sometimes know what they're talking about. I don't know if the deal with those steam creatures would have been any better. It probably would have, let's be honest. But I think we need to be more vulnerable. And there's not much that I can say or speak up for as she waves her hands wildly and points at her throat.
I mean, I just feel like when, you've got a group of 4 people that have made the mistake of being vulnerable in the past. I mean, literally just the other day, we were escorting out of the good-natured heart of us that lady. And I assumed that she would be polite and receptive to our good deeds towards her, and look what we got for it.
And Wasa shakes her head. I know this is weird. It's because this place is weird. I don't think that lady thinks she's wrong. I don't think she knows. She's not like us. If this happened on the material plane, sure, we could blame them. But she doesn't think like us. She thinks as long as we're not dead and haven't been attacked and have made some sort of contract in her eyes, I'm sure everything is free game, and that includes pulling us here. And the only reason I think that is because that's kind of what happened to me.
That's how you ended up here in the first time.
Something like that, yeah. Look, and I will say this. I don't blame my friend for this curse. It is 100%, without a doubt, my fault.
Well, I don't believe in life sentences. As brash and unwelcoming as I can be sometimes to some people that we meet along the road, I believe in the redemption. That I myself am pining for the redemption. I'm sorry I've told you the story of being exiled from my community.
Yours it's double
So I don't.
exiled. God damn.
Yeah, I've been exiled twice.
Double exile. That's wild.
So I believe in the redemption, and it doesn't matter to me if you deserve this or not. You know, people can change and they deserve a second chance. And as long as I've known you, you've been deserving of a voice. So.
And she leans in and kisses you. Thanks. Look, I just want to go to bed, okay?
Fine.
And she kisses you again. And on the second watch.
Alright. Pat airs it on the back as he goes to bed. Then I'll sit down by the fire.
They were too busy talking to each other. I'm not going to have them roll perception, but I am going to have you two roll perception.
13.
$17.
Okay.
I sit down by the fire, and I'm like holding the helmet kind of like in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
Can I vent to you?
Sure.
Nobody else really too.
I suppose not.
I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of all of this. I feel overwhelmed all of the time. I know you have, we've known each other for like almost a year now. But all of that time, I just feel like I haven't been myself. You know what happened. We told you the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that as time went on, I would feel better. As the months passed, that maybe I would get over this, but I feel so betrayed. I feel like everything that is happening to me is just unfair. Whether it's true or not, I don't know what to do about it. I feel like back in Wisegard, before everything happened, I had really reached a part of myself that I was finally living the truth that I wanted to, and now it's like I don't have any of that. I'm just angry all the time. And I hate that about myself.
Well, I don't think just because the people that you were with are gone, or some things haven't gone exactly in your favor, doesn't mean you have to lose the part of you that you loved the most. You can continue to hold on to that and fight for it. And you can get it back. Your anger doesn't have to be a negative either. Channel it into something good.
I'm trying. I am. I'm holding out hope. I don't want to let go. I think the biggest thing is that I scare myself. You've seen how strong I am. I worry that if I can't control the rage inside of me, the kind of person I could be is very terrifying.
Die a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And I would hate for that to happen. I don't want to be a monster. I was raised like one. But I'm more than that.
You've made a choice, and you will always have that choice. Just because you're capable of being a monster doesn't mean you have to become one. And if you do, I'll have to kill you. I am a monster
But you
hunter.
could certainly try. I know, and I'm going to keep choosing not to be. As many times as I can, I just worry.
What makes you think that you would divulge into some sort of darker path?
Because when I get angry, the only thing I can think about is killing things. And I know that's not right. That's not how I want to solve my problems. I don't like killing things. It's just, question asked, question answered.
Well, I feel like you've never, maybe aside from once, but I feel like you've never killed anything that wasn't already accosting you.
I don't, typically. I don't think I have, no.
You seem to be the most rational of the bunch that you run with. I haven't met the other fellow, but he seems pretty brash, and Airset seems the same. And I suppose Uwasa, she just kind of tags along with you. I feel I'm in her same position. I'm sure that she has some morals that are guiding you all in the same trajectory, but I don't know. You picked her up in a tavern and said, "Do you want to come with us? And we'll help you get your voice back." And now it's been 2 years with her, and you're just now helping her do that. And I'm sure that she loves you all. And she's a part of the party, but not originally.
It's just hard. I feel like everything rests on me. And maybe that's my own fault. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. But it feels like I have to do everything. Like I have to hold everything up. And I'm strong, but it's heavy.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Your friends are, I'm sure they have the best intentions in mind. I don't think that when Cain killed the Nightbringer that he thought he was going to go to jail.
Probably not.
And I don't know. I don't think I would tell him not to exact revenge. Just as I would not tell you to not exact your revenge. I think that you hold some sort of vengeance in your heart.
For who?
For your brother, do you not?
I love him.
But there's no malice there at all.
There was. I've accepted it. I don't hate him. I want to be a person that forgives, not a person that takes revenge.
Well, I think with a mindset like that, then you will not become some monster.
And you hear this like noise between the crackling fire, the embers that are waiting. It sounds like some kind of chewing or gnawing. There's a sniffling all mixed up in between. Guttural noises, slurps and sneezes.
Oh, God.
This is all so sad. And you turn around, and there's this little grayish, bluish creature. They have this weird cloak on, all patched up, a big pointy hat, and it looks like they're wearing like a little tattered dress as they're just kind of eating through your rations, crying and sniveling into their face. A spear to their side, just laying on the ground, wiping their eyes between bites.
Who are you?
Damn it.
I should be asking you that, but now I know. I know when you
You guys froze. What happened?
Oh, no. There's this dirty little Schmeagle type creature.
Yeah, and he's eating our
eating
food
our rations and
crying.
crying over our stories.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was gonna say.
Okay.
And now I know. And now I was. This isn't that good, by the way.
Then stop eating it, and I'll stand up and take the bag.
I was. You know, and they kind of like get up and dust themselves off. And they start scratching their head. You know, I was supposed to kill you. I was supposed to. Look, there's a. Just come on. Just follow me.
You were supposed to. I made you feel so sad that you're not going to try and kill us anymore.
Well, good. You loved your brother, and now you don't want to kill him.
Where are we supposed to follow you to?
Away from the rest of my squadron. They're gonna be coming. They're all gonna they have spears and they can poke you to death. But if you follow me, we can go. They'll keep those in those tents. They would have been so easy, but I bet they're inside too. I know. I saw them talking. They're throwing their hands everywhere. I don't know what that means though.
I kick Airson lightly to wake him up.
Ah, man.
Oh, he's froze.
No.
That's quite the freeze screen.
Now he's gone.
Mean.
Does mean
Does it mean?
just a little. Not enough to get rid of it.
Yeah, no, keep it.
No, I'm trying to.
Okay, sorry, you frozen. I didn't hear.
Yeah. You got me? I'm back.
Yeah.
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 Her last thing I heard was you kicked me awake.
Yep.
Okay. That's where we were.
Yep. We've got to go. We got to pack up.
What?
There's a little blue, nasty creature.
Salamander!
What?
Not the salamander, something else.
Yeah, like little people.
And you see like this small, like at least maybe half the size of Narissa kind of peek in behind them. They have these big black eyes, almost kind of like an alien.
Jesus Christ. I mean, who are you?
Just, I'll tell you later. But we gotta go.
I just make this face. Like, I'm looking at the alien thing, and then I look over at you guys, and I'm just like...
We have very sad lives.
Yeah,
So
they were all gonna kill us, but now they're
And I
not.
just, like,
No,
grab
I'm
my
not gonna kill you if we
bag
don't.
and
You're gonna get poked, and we don't need that.
Jesus.
And I just say to you, Narissa, I'm like, we just believe this person.
Yeah. I'm too tired to care. If something seems off.
Do I feel well rested? Did I get my rest?
You guys all got long rests.
Good.
Okay. Well, then I'll say okay.
I think we can handle it.
In case I gotta throw hands.
Yeah.
And I'll gently brush the hair off of Uasa's face to wake her.
She kind of snorts herself up awake and like gasps as she sees this little alien-looking creature all dressed up in their tattered clothes, their little dress and hat.
And I just sign to her and I say, "Yeah, I don't fucking know." But we gotta...
Are you guys gonna pack up?
I mean, I don't think we have much. It's like kick the fire out. I roll the tent up. We get out of there.
Okay, I think that's fair. I'll let you guys do all that much. And you follow this little creature into the woods, and like she kind of looks around. You see these big old ears under her hat, and they kind of twitch. And she kind of points at you guys, her finger over her mouth, and tells you all to get down. And you can see more of these creatures, a lot like them, picking through the leftover of like the fire, looking for tracks, and they're all grunting and snorting at each other until they finally make their way through the forest.
So you are telling the truth?
I don't really get anything by not.
Why were you?
Who told you to kill us?
Yeah.
The leader's a Gulk.
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 That's their name.
That's the Empire's name is Gulk.
An empire of you.
Yeah.
This person's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Do you know where
Okay,
to get to?
Nollis.
Yeah, Nollis. This place, the Archway.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Good.
Is
Oh,
that,
good.
is that where y'all
Well-
going? Is that where we're going? Will that
Yep.
make you guys happy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, actually.
To get to the jaw.
Mhm.
Well, it's not fun there. I go there every while. I see Knowledge. She's not very nice, and she's just kind of walking, leading you all across the way. You better be careful. And they kind of whip out a torch, and as it does, it glows with a blue flame. Kind of sifting around and looking, and she'll kind of like run it up trees and things like that, and as she goes on. So, what y'all doing here?
We're looking for Nollis.
Why, no one likes Nollis. No one that knows Nollis likes Nollis.
We don't know her yet.
Then
I
why-
stole the words right out of my mouth.
I know Nollis. She's mean to me, but she's nice to me.
Okay.
So, what do you know about her?
What do I... Well, I don't know. She has a dream. A really big dream. And...
She's Martin.
no. But, you know, the Gulks and the Scrungs, and they all get in the way of this dream, and so I'm here to kind of mediate things, but they don't listen to me. They just say, oh, Aylin, you're just small. You're just a girl. And I'm like, well, I might be a girl, but I'm one of you, too.
So why is Nala's trying to... What is she trying to do, and why are you getting in the way of it?
No, I'm helping, but I'm in the way because no one listens to little old me.
But what is she trying to do? What is
Oh.
this dream?
She wants to be. Well, don't tell no one I told you she's an archfey, but what she wants to be is an archfey.
She's already an archfey.
Uh-huh.
So she wants her dreams to be what she already is.
That's what she wants you to think.
So she's not an archfey.
I don't know.
Do you or do you not know, Aylin?
Well, she says she's an archfey, but she says, oh, Aylin, go in there and get the crystal of Brog, and then I'll be an archfey. And I'm like,
The crystal of the bog?
crystal of Brog?
Or the crystal of Brog?
That's
crystal in
that's
the
what the
bog?
Gulks call it. The Strungs call it the crystal of Bream.
Are
What?
we being escorted by all of these people or just him?
Just her.
Just Aylin.
Yeah, just Aylin. Okay, so the Gulks, which is you, and you're part of them.
She shrugs.
Okay, and the Scrugs,
Scrung.
Scrungs?
Scrungs. The Gulks and the Scrungs are fighting. You guys in a little tussle?
They don't like each other. One says it's the crystal of Brog, and one
Oh
says
my
it's
God.
the crystal of
Yeah.
Bream.
We're like in Labyrinth right now.
Yeah.
Let me guess. There's a young man on the other side, and you've fallen madly in love with him.
Huh? No. I love Nollis. That's really about it.
Even though she's mean to
Even
you.
though she's mean to you.
She's nice to me too.
Even though she's mean to you.
Okay. So
Yes. You could get us audience with her.
Yeah.
you guys are fighting over this crystal?
No, they're fighting over the crystal, and she's trying to get someone to get it. And since I can be a Gulk, I can get it.
Can be a Gulk.
I mean, I could be a Scrung too. We don't look that different.
Okay.
How far away are we from Nollis?
Right now, as like this conversation's been going on, probably another 7-10 miles. It depends.
Okay.
Not extremely far.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast my spell.
Okay. And it just kind of says, follow this creature for now. I'll let you know when the path changes.
Okay, friends, acquaintances.
I've known you for 9 months. It's okay.
Yeah, but I still don't think Ersid really likes me. So.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
No, what? Oh, you're an alright guy. I mean, no.
Anyways, so do you think that maybe we should try and procure said crystal that will turn Nollis into the actual archfey she wants to be before meeting with her and before these Scrugs and Gulks get the crystal while we are otherwise preoccupied?
You would do that?
Where is it?
It's they call them the K9s. Oh, that's just so nice of you. Anyway, there's 2 peaks, and there's King Gulk and the King Scrung, and they sit at the peaks and they fight over. And they fight over this thing that sits in between, and after time has gone on, they've all been pushed over the bottom. They kind of destroyed the mountain fighting over it.
Which
So it just sits in
direction is the crystal at? From here.
Well, it's and she kind of points at her head. If we go east from here, then we can make it to where all the gold leaves are.
That's where the crystal is?
Yeah. Well, if it was here, don't you think Nollis would already have it?
Well, why can't Nollis go get this crystal?
I never asked her.
Yeah, why can't she? That just seems like a better.
Okay, maybe
plan
we
for her.
maybe we don't get the crystal and then just walk it right to her.
And
We can teleport back to her. I guess if it's like really far.
And I say to Aelin, how far away, according to you, is the crystal from Nollis?
Probably a good day or 2. But I know some secrets. And so,
Yeah, what's that?
well, I just know how to get there faster than some people.
Okay. So, team,
Why don't we go see Nollis first?
Nollis first.
Well, then let's keep going.
Okay.
As this little creature wades you through the frost spells, you feel yourselves growing ever closer to the one known as Nollis, the Archfey, not Archfey. And that's where we're going to end our session today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for playing with me, with you guys. It is bedtime for us. I don't know about you guys, so have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.